Alright, hello people. Yeah, I'm actually going to do some fucking battles for a bloody change. And I can use the thing, and it should be okay. Well, my recording thing. I know it bugged up on that robotic video, and I am sorry. I managed to completely balls that one up to a massive degree, because I tried solving a problem, and then I thought that I'd got it back to the way it was, and I was entirely wrong. So there you go. Anyway, I'm going to show you a couple of new Pokemon that I've got that I'm very pleased with and will be featuring in today's battles. There are 4 of them, but I'm going to split them up into 2 videos because Robotnik said he wanted to see more battles and I've been putting it off super hard, and I was going to do it last night, but then we did the thing, so there you go. Anyway, here we've got a Sub Acupressure Drain Punch Ice Punch Medi, which is pretty cool. It's been okay, it's not too bad. I am running the max attack Adamant. I was going to run max speed Jolly, but then I was like, if acupressure doesn't go the way I want it to, then at least I've still got like a stupidly high attack stat to club people to death with. So that's something. And then we've got this thing of awesomeness. I spent 6 weeks grinding for this fucker. 6 weeks. I think easily over 3,000 eggs. And I got him, and I was well pleased. His HP IV is a little bit janky. I think I'm missing like 12 IVs or something like that. But at level 50 it only really results in a drop of 6 hit points, and I will take that. After 6 weeks of fucking grinding, I will take that. I mean, hell, my shiny Jolteon has got the like a defense IV of like 3. So after all that, I will take that. I was hoping for a drop in special attack, didn't get it, but there you go, we take it. It's a max HP, max defense, intimidate, sort of just bulky roost DD ments, and it's quite nice, I quite like it. I was actually hoping to do this, which is what I got out of the deal after, you know, I actually managed to train this Salamence to level 100 on 2 rare candies and just like the daycare. So there you go. The 2 rare candies were to evolve it from a Bagon, because I didn't really want a level 100 Bagon. But this is actually what I wanted to make. It's an a Moxie, bulky Moxie Ments with a Declaw, Earthquake, Roost, and Toxic. So you can just whittle shit down and then nip him with the cheeky Dragon Claw, get the boost, and then you can just sort of keep doing things like that. It's not bad. I do have it in 1 battle, I think, and it works okay. Can't really complain too much, although I would like it to be a bit bulkier, and the lack of Intimidate does rather kill it slightly. So I might well end up changing this one to DD as well, and just have my shiny Salamence as a little sort of, hey, look at how cool this thing is. It's so awesome. Look at it. It's great. I love it. Legit, guys, 6 weeks. It was so fucking long. I don't know what shiny I'm going to go for next, though. I might go for a shiny Clamperl. Although I am currently breeding a Clamperl, so there you go. But yeah, so that's sort of showing off a few of the guys, and yeah, these are things that we can now do with this sort of liveness recording thing, which is nice. I'm cool for that. Anyway, I got 4 battles, all against passerbys. Some of them were good, some of them were bad. The first battle is definitely against a Scroblet. All of his guys were pretty janky, but this is just sort of a showing the proof of concept, I guess. It's fairly short, and I will have I think the next one was a reasonable battle. So the team I'm using the shiny DD Ments, the Banded Scizor, which I never use, but I don't know. I made one for the Battle Tower, and I was like, fuck it, I may as well bring it. It's something that adds a bit of something extra. Salt Vest Seeking, which I do like, although it doesn't do great. It doesn't do great. It does get buggered over a bit. Rock Polish Life Orb Aurorus, which, as we've seen from Robotnik, is fucking cool. I think that's a Life Orbed Wish Jolteon. That's the shiny one, which is dumb, I know, but I can't be asked. You know, it took me a fair old while to get me Eevee, and I'm not gonna dick around with hidden powers. I suppose I probably should check what hidden power it is, but I'll do it at some point. And then the Mega Sub Acupressure Medi. So let's get crack-a-lackin', shall we? I actually don't remember much of this, but we'll muddle through. Alright, so it's Matthias to begin with. He was a guy who challenged me because I spent like an hour trying to find a battle, and then he was like, I'll give you one, and I was like, okay. So he's going to lead out with a Zeb Striker, and that's not a great start. I did not know whether he was, sort of good or not to begin with, so I was sort of like, I don't really want to nom a Hidden Power Ice, let's Scarper out into Sea King. Because Sea King's cool like that. And he's going to go for the Discharge. And he shocks me ginormously. He's going to go for the Me First. And I was like, what? So he Me First my knockoff and destroys my Sea King with a crit. I was really disappointed. And I'm like, oh, I wish I'd gone for the Drill Run. Probably would have killed. But he's going to Me First my Drill Run. Couldn't miss it, could ya? Christ knows I've missed a fair few drill runs. But still, looks like a pretty cool sprite though. But yeah, Me First Zeb Striker. Tried it, it's not great. Believe me, I tried it in NU, it's pretty crap. But I want to go into Jolteon because I've got Shadow Ball and at least reasonable special defense, so I might just flat out kill him. I don't know, but I outspeed and I do kill, so hey, well done Jolteon. I do quite like the Jolteon, and to be fair, it did manage to set up a Flachinder killing an Absol, so I'm not too bad with that. He's going to go to Crobat. Janky move, but he's going to go for the Toxic. I guess he thought it was a good idea, but I don't think so, buddy. Life Orb Volt Switch is going to kill you. So shiny Jolteon, putting in a shift. Quite happy. But yeah, that Crobat just got the D. So I'm cool with that. And I'm just going to Scarper out. And I believe, since I'm just trying to test things, I'm just going to go straight into Mega Medi. And he's going to go into Absol, which I was sort of thinking, like, play rough, surely. Also, this person's got a shiny, so it can't be a massive Scrublet. But, I know, everyone seems to have shiny Absols, which is a bit odd, because I don't really like it shiny at all. It's a bit meh. It's not amazing. Medi looks well cool. So yeah, we're both going to Mega, and I'm genuinely predicting the play rough. What I wasn't predicting, however, was that I would outspeed the Absol. When you consider I have no speed investment and an adamant nature, Christ knows what nature that Absol must be. But he's going to go for the Psycho Cut, and now I'm like, okay, if I outspeed you for some ungodly reason, and there it is, that's pretty much it. Goes for the Detect. That's pretty much all I needed to know now. But he's going to make the smart play, I guess, seeing that I just went for a Drain Punch, and he's going to Scarper out into a Milotic. And I'm just going to go with the Acupressure, because I can. And as it turns out, Acupressure gets special defense 3 times in a row. In fact, I had to deal with that a fair old bit. Acupressure kind of... It didn't give me dud boost, because there's no real... The only real dud boost it can give me is special attack, which I was thinking of trying to compensate for with, like, Psychic or something weird. But I figured, meh, I'd rather go with Ice Punch. It presents reasonable coverage, although it is going to be resisted by a few things. But hey, you can't hit everything, I suppose. Not since Fairy came out. Well, with Fighting Dark anyway, I know, but Fighting Ice isn't bad coverage. Anyway, I figured he'd probably break my sub, and I can just sit here and Acupressure, and as I say, I get to +6. And I just Drain Punch, and it's great. Well, I don't get to +6 straight away, because I wanted some health back, so I could sub again! Blah! It's quite cool though, I quite like it. It's just Acupressure is always a thing, and you kind of need to rely on Acupressure not dicking you, which it does with alarming regularity. It's not really a move that I go in for, but it can be nifty, it can be cool. So, there you go. Anyway, another thing to show what kind of person we're playing, got the Shell Bell. So eventually I'm just going to Acupressure again. I will get to +6 special defense, so I don't know why this person's fucking sitting in here. It's just killing off the Milotic for some reason, but I don't know. Oh, no, I'm going to Scarper out now. I believe it goes into Mienshao. I can't quite remember what Mienshao this was, but I know that it gets fucked. Yeah. Medi just pretty much has it in the bag right now. Got super bulky subs. Oh yeah, got the Hyper Beam, right, well there you go. At least it looks cool, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, like I say, this isn't really a competitive battle. It's just showcasing me dudes and what they do and things, so... I don't know. In that regard, it worked quite well, and to be fair, I do get a little sort of demo run with me Ments, because I'm fairly certain that, like I say, I'm just creaming everyone at this point. He's going to go into Sceptile, and I'm like, well, my whole point of this was to test Ments, so let's go bloody well test Ments. So I go into Ments and get the Intimidate, and he goes for an Aerial Ace, or whatever, and it does sweet dick all, and I'm like, well, cool, but it's an Aerial Ace. I would be disappointed if it did more than nothing. But hey, now that that's completely cock-blocked, I can go for a DD, and I can do fun things, or I can go for a Roost to try and see what he's doing, but I'm going to go for a DD. I am fairly certain that I will actually go for a Roost to see what his Sceptile will do. But still, you know, Bulky Salamence doing alright, chilling. And gonna kill the Militech, and I pretty much just have it in the bag. The one main little nugget of wisdom that I gleaned from this battle was that his Sceptile goes for a Rock Slide. And it does a fair old bit, but Ments takes it quite well. On the other hand, it's, you know, this guy hasn't exactly shown he's got an amazing team. So, not really much information, but it was quite nice to see that at least the idea kind of panned out slightly, but it doesn't really come into play too much till the next battle, where we'll see if he can actually get anything done against a proper team. But still, I quite like it. I do kind of wish it was a Moxie Ments, because that was the whole reason I wanted to do it. I was thinking about 5 weeks into my breeding that I probably should have tried to make the wide lens Ments, because we all remember that fucker, don't we? Wasn't he so much fun? I suppose it probably, like, because I'm trying to sort of vaguely make some of my shinies kind of weird niche things, because I just want green shinies. So I probably should have tried to go for a wide lens Moxie. I think it was, yeah, it was wide lens DD. So I could have gone with that, but I don't know, didn't go with that in the end. Anyway, that's the first battle, and then we got this one, and as you can see, got a bit more of a team there. With the fucking Zard Y. And yes, you know it's Zard Y because, come on. Do passerbys run anything else? Or the good ones, anyway. So there you go, we're going to get into this one. This person had a bit of a janky Mienshao. A bit of a janky Mienshao. But, I don't know, it was cool, I guess. So, I need out with Seaking. I can't quite remember what I was expecting. I was probably expecting the Zard or something in some such reason, although that probably would have stuck. But anyway, I'm going to go into Ments because, hey, why not? I can do things here. And I'm just going to Intimidate as he/she, we'll go with he, I don't know, is going to go for the Fake Out, and Ments takes that handily. Now, I was a bit worried that it might have the Hidden Power Ice, but instead it's just going to go for an SD. I do stay in, which was a bit ballsy, although Hidden Power is pretty pathetic these days. But, you know, against a Ments, probably not. But I go for the Dragon Claw, it does a crap ton, she's SD'd, gets a Citrus Berry, and then proceeds to U-turn. I was a bit flummoxed by this play, but it's something that he did, so there you go. And he's going to go into a Gliscor, and it's the Poison Heal one. And I suppose if I'm trying to test this bloody thing, I probably should have tried hanging around a bit better, because I go for the DD. Although one thing I was worried about was it being the sub-toxic protect variant. You know, the dick-headed one that should be ashamed of its existence. But I don't think it was. I do go for a Roost, I suppose, to get a bit of HP back and scout a bit. Maybe I was trying to check for the Ice Thing? But anyway, gonna go with the Rock Slide. Oh, I actually do stay in. Oh, I thought I scarped it out. Still, Rock Slide was there. Dragon Claw does a shit ton, so that's cool. And then goes for the Rock Slide, and Ments takes this, I'd say, impressively well. I was quite pleased with that. It's about a third. So, yeah, Impish Ments doing pretty good. Doing exactly what I wanted it to do, so I'm cool for that. I know I can fit another hit in, so I'm just going to go for another DD, because I know after another DD I'll kill the Gliscor, and then we're good to go. And he's still going to just keep slamming away with Rock Slide, and Ments is just nomming it up. Just nomming it up. By the way, I know I didn't follow any of your naming ideas for the whale lord because devilfish at least actually had some real life relevance. Who knew whales like being tickled? I didn't, but there you go. So, if you want to come up with a cool name for salamence, because let's face it, a big green dragon's got to be a damn sight easier to come up with a nickname for than a whale. So, you can give it a go if you'd like. I was thinking of one of the Persona dragons, because I know there's a really cool, like, massively black dragon in that thing, and it's like, oh, this is amazing. So I'd like to give that a go. Anyway, after Gliscor dies, Sizzle's going to come in, go for an SD, and this is pretty much it. If Mentspace can tank this, then I'm pretty cool, and I've got enough sort of testing to be done with. I would be quite pleased with that. So he's going to go for the Bullet Punch, and Ments takes it, and I'm like, cool, I'm down with that. That's about all I need to see at this point. I mean, taking a +2 Technician boosted Bullet Punch from a Sizzle is, something that's pretty impressive, I suppose. So I'm cool with that, but now I just figure, alright, Ments, you done well, lad, you done well. Or lass, I suppose. But, there you go. So I just figured, let it go down, and I mean, well, good time to go into Medi. It has SD, and it's got the U-turn, but I haven't really seen anything that it really wants to hit Medi with, and Medi is surprisingly bulky, so I figured, let's give Medi a go, shall we? And he's going to go straight for the U-turn, makes complete sense, and I don't really have to care. I can just go for a sub, and then start acupressuring, being a douche, as you do. And he's going to go into a Gengar, and I'm sitting here thinking, I don't think so, Gengar. I don't think so at all. Do you want to know why? Because I have Ice Punch, and while he does break my sub with a Sludge Bomb, because I'm running Adamant Max Attack, Ice Punch is going to brutally decimate the Gengar. And I was like, well, that's lovely. Well done, Medi. Well done. So even though it was a bit of an accident that I got Adamant, because I didn't actually really want it, it paid off. Anyway, Zardwai's coming in. Dickel really wants to take on a Zardwai. So, yeah, I kind of have to leave Medi in. I'm not pleased. I'd rather keep it alive, but I'm a bit boned because it's a Zard. Seaking can't really do much to it, because the sun's there, which is poor, and my webcam is adjusted to the light to make everything seem blue. But anyway, Jolteon's got to do it. I figured they'd fucking switch out, because it's a Jolteon, and they don't, so I have to Volt Switch. Or I Volt Switch expecting the switch, and they didn't, and now I have to throw something under the bus. And unfortunately, it's Seaking. So Seaking just didn't have a good showing. I quite like Assault Vest Seaking, and I was disappointed, especially at this. You're Assault Vest, and you take all... well, I mean, that's like a third. I suppose you could say that's respectable, but I was still a bit disappointed, actually, because Seaking's got impressively good special defense. Anyway, I knew I was going to get slammed by the Solar Beam. I did not expect to live. I would be fucking... like, I would take everything I just said back if Seaking took that Solar Beam, but, he's not Jesus. Anyway, I am going to go back into Jolteon, and I'm going to fucking rectify my mistake, I suppose. Go for another Volt Switch. It's quite surprising, though, if Thunderbolt would have killed that thing, and he outspeed it. I'd call that impressive. I suppose that means Mega Manectric would just nom it alive, but there you go. Maybe that's why Mega Manectric is used a lot. No, I remember looking at that thing when I first saw it and thought, that looks shit, but we were all wrong, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to try the Aurorus in the Vague hope I can get somewhere, but then that comes in, I'm like, I'm not getting somewhere. So, yeah, I'm just going to go into Sizzle and just, Bullet Punch its face in. He's going to go for the Fake Out. Doesn't do anything. It's a fucking Sizzle. We know what Sizzle does. I do have a Mega Sizzle, though. It's pretty much just an SD Roost Max HP, Max or Special Defense thing. So I might use that at some point. Because I know I made, like, I think it's like 2 Ciphers and 3 Sizzles, because I was kind of on a roll with that sort of thing, and I figured, hey, I may as well get them done while I feel like it. So I did, and I got quite a few of them now. I think I've got, that's the Banded one, then I've got a Defog Roost one, as well as a Defog Roost Cypher, because it's cool. Anyway, you may have noticed that I just switched out on the Hacktress. Now, the reason I did that is because I wanted to set up with Aurorus. I wanted to use Aurorus, because it's done dick all these battles. And he did, he's up, and suddenly I'm like, not gonna be able to do that. That's not quite happening. But I chance it, you know, Aurora's got a lot of HP, reasonable defense, he's gonna go for the EQ, and he's gonna flatten Aurorus. And I'm like, well, shit. But I was fairly confident Sizzle would have it. I knew Sizzle would take one, barring a crit, and Bullet Punch should 2-hit KO because it's a Sizzle, so there you go. The most boring, bog-standard thing saves my gonads. But still, it was cool to see Mence doing alright. Shiny Jolteon doing a bit of work. I was really disappointed in that Jolteon with the crap defense stat, but you know what? It's actually done quite well for me. So, I suppose it's encouraging for when I eventually have to go try and get a fucking Espeon. Ugh. Not looking forward to that. Anyway, yeah. Hope you enjoyed the first couple of battles, and then we got another one. The next battle is fucking sick, and as you can see, there's a Diancie there. I'm not going to spoil that one, but it was pretty cool, and then this is the last match we've got. So, yeah, a couple of cool ones for next time. I'm probably going to upload this video today being Thursday, along with the Robotnik video. So if you haven't seen the Robotnik video, and you love the Robotnik video, and it didn't show up in your sub box or whatever, you can go have a look at that if you like. The option is there. And then I'll probably upload this tomorrow, and then also tomorrow I'll upload the thing talking about stream. So, yeah! Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Bye-bye.